Well, we look at America as an example where, compared to the rest of the world, we are considered very affluent, yet we have theoretically everything that many people in third world countries believe that they want, and we have an epidemic of isolation, anxiety, loneliness, and depression. And this is a society that's made of 300 million people out of the 7.2 billion or so who consume 25% of the world's resources. Obviously, the paradigm we're in is not working or even sustainable. What are your thoughts on that? Or is there a solution? And how would you recommend going forward?
There are
I know that's an easy question. I'm trying to throw softballs at you.
No, there are two different dimensions. One is to be affluent. There is nothing wrong in being affluent. Let us make it very clear. One doesn't have to feel guilty that they are affluent. Being affluent is one thing, and being able to share the wealth with others is another thing. Encouraging shared values and encouraging sharing what you have. And I tell you, even in this, America is very, very good at it, because there is so many philanthropists in America than anywhere else in the world. And people have that heart to give and share and care for others. So, affluence is not any hindrance for a growth of society. Sharing is already there, but what might be essential here is for people to learn how to let go of the insecurity, how to create that happiness within oneself. And I see that happiness is nothing to do with the wealth. In many places, if you see Bhutan, it's a very poor country, much poorer than India, and people are very happy. In India, if you go to slums, for example, in the Dharavi slum, we have a slum school there. We are caring for several hundred children. And there, the kids and the parents, the smile, the confidence, the happiness you find in them, you don't even find in the affluent area. So perhaps when these values become more prevalent in society, when wave of happiness is created through whatever means possible, there can't be only one, there could be many ways to create happiness in society. That could perhaps reduce the crime in the society. That can perhaps reduce the gun culture. Because the gun culture is because of anxiety and lack of trust in the other. That's what I would say.
But one of the things we find actually oftentimes is that as people become more and more affluent, oftentimes they're less and less generous. And that seems to be almost a truism.
That is again not affluence. I would say it's a poverty of spirit. Because spirit is not confident that it can generate. See, a person who lacks confidence and one who lacks an intuitive ability and compassion is a sort of poverty of the spirit. And they're not happy. They can't be happy.